Have you ever wondered how commercial properties work and how you can make a massive amount of money on them? Well, follow me through this video and I'm gonna break down the numbers at the end and show you how we're gonna make $2.54 million in profit off of this. We have this system down pat. We do them over and over and over. And I'm gonna show you guys how to do them because I want you to make massive cash flow in your market. So guys, look, follow me through here. I'm gonna show you what we start with. First off, we wanna come in and clean up all the city orders. We wanna identify who all the tenants are. We wanna reach out to the tenants, find out if they're paying their rent, if they're not. And I know that may sound crazy, guys, but we take risk on these because we know what we're doing. We've never had a bad apartment building go bad. So after we take care of the city orders, get them closed out, we get the windows ordered like the day that we buy the thing. We're ready to go in here. We go pull all our permits. We go through and start getting a plan of action for what we're gonna do with the current tenants because a lot of these houses are uninhabitable. Follow me inside and I'm gonna show you why. So guys, it's been about 6 months since we bought this property. And I want you to look at the windows. We got them all installed. This is the metal wrap. Everything's nice and clean, insulated well. This aluminum bent around here to give it a nice clean look. And we use silicone. We like to use NovaFlex, a very good silicone. That's how you know your windows are done right when they look like that, guys. These are not very expensive. That's over 101 United inches. And this window probably costs us $250, $260 install. Hey, so after you get the bad tenants out of here, we had to have security over here because we had drug dealers over here. The police didn't want to do anything. They didn't have time. So we had to be proactive. That's the stuff that we got to deal with. But once you get them out, you want to start making improvements for the new tenants you're bringing in. See this here? You don't necessarily want to go and start improving everything. We got new bushes out here. We got this new glass that's coming in here. We already placed that glass up there. One of the next things that we'll start working on after we get everything done, we'll put in new mailboxes. We'll come in here, we'll do all new floors. This one here, I think we have about 9 of the 14 units already renovated. We had one of them that was currently occupied. Up here, you see this? We put in security cameras around here. This is all part of the cost and all part of the things that help us operate this more efficiently. So let's go inside. I'm gonna show you what these units look like and why they were only $400, $500 and why we're able to get $795, $800 with these renovations and run them much better and make them into beautiful workforce housing. So guys, look, just to show you kind of the stuff we deal with, look at this. This says read. It says crackheads or heroin addicts. If you get caught breaking into the washer or dryer, the cops will not be called, you will be shot right where you stand. So when you buy these type of areas, that's the type of stuff you're dealing with, man. So you gotta focus on the goal. The goal is the $2.4 million. The goal has nothing to do with the circumstances, all this tough stuff. Oh, I don't wanna do that, I don't wanna do that. Look, you gotta do what you gotta do to make this money in real estate. So come on inside, we're gonna show you what these units look like when we take them over. Okay. Woo! Woo, baby. So look at this, man. This is what we get when we take over properties. Look, it's even a dead mouse there. Oh my gosh. Look at that, man. That's what we call it, from mice to millions. Evacuate! So let's see, man. Let's make sure we ain't got no bed bugs in here. This is what we're taking over, guys. If you guys are afraid of this, this ain't even a bad unit here. So we're gonna get this one knocked out. We got heat in here. You see this? Lady built this. My grandma made some of these back in the 70s. Look at that roach. The roach even died on it. So this here, guys, must have been somebody that lived here and probably passed away here. I'm not sure of all the management side what happened. We have a new AC unit in here, or newer. We'll be able to clean that up. All the appliances gotta go. All the kitchen cabinets gotta go. New flooring, new carpet, total trash out. You see, we already painted the exterior doors because we started moving people into this 57 unit complex. We already started moving them in. You got your, look here, you got your breakers. They need fixed. Whoa, look at this, more mice. Look at this, man, we got some more mice in here. Looks like he got ate by something, man. So what we'll do in here, guys, and I'll show you exactly what this unit's gonna look like. We got one upstairs that we completed, and I'm gonna show you what they look like. They're pretty nice units inside. Now I know what a lot of you guys are saying. You don't have a vision to see. But look here what we do, renovate these units, and I'll break down the numbers and show you what it costs to renovate these. This time around. refrigerator, new cabinets. You hear that? We even got a spaceship. New appliances, GFCI, make sure this thing works. It does, the light's on, I ain't gonna test that. We like to put a new supply line, shut off valves, sinks, faucets. Breaker panel's good. It's not a stab lock. It's the same bathroom, guys. There's no mouse in there. So just nice, crisp, and clean. That's all we're looking for. If you guys want to know how you can take buildings like this, wait until the end. I'm going to show you how you can make millions of dollars in passive income, and at the same time, you're able to extract capital out once you create this value and go back to the bank, do a cash out refi, pay no taxes on it because it's a loan. So let's go back to the office here, put my desk in here. Whoa, we're back at the office. So I'm gonna break this building down. Anybody that ever wanted to know how to make massive amounts of money just like this, I'm gonna show you in this video. So we're back at the office and I'm going to break the numbers down for you guys. Get your pen and paper out. First, I'm gonna show you what that building looked like when we bought it. You guys seen them units, how bad they were. This is why we end up owning them, because people cannot afford them. They lose them to the bank, they lose them to the tax man. So here's why. The cost to maintain that unit, when I say maintain, it's management, it's water, it's sewage, it's trash, it's landscaping, maintenance, taxes, insurance, deferred maintenance, turnovers, snow removal, all the costs associated with holding that unit do not really change if I have a nice unit or a rundown unit. The waterworks company is not gonna say, hey, Nate, look, we want more money because we know you fixed that unit up, right? The tax man usually doesn't do that either. It may take some time. The insurance companies actually maybe drop. Your maintenance expenses may drop. Everything will operate a lot smoother once you have it rolling like this. So when we bought that building, we were getting $495 a month in rent times 57 units. That's $28,215 a month times 12. That's $338,580 a year. Remember, these buildings are just cash registers, guys. Remember that. The problem was the building was we only bringing about 40% of the rent in. There was tenants over there, they weren't paying. I mean, you guys seen it was a mess, but let me tell you something. There were drug dealers over there and the police wouldn't do nothing about it. We had to hire, like I said, our own security team went in there. And it doesn't matter what you got to deal with. I know some of you guys are saying, hey, I don't want to deal with that. Well, that's okay. Then you're not going to get to this $2.4 million profit. That's what we're doing. Not worried about circumstance, I'm worried about the goal. So that's $338,580 gross operating income. They were only bringing in about 40% of that, times 0.4. So the building was bringing in essentially $135,432 per year, right? What's the building worth? Well, you have to figure out what the net operating income is, because the bank wants to know how much money do you have after you pay everything. Are you going to be able to service me? Are you going to be able to pay me? So cost to maintain that over there is $4,000 per unit per year, probably $4,500. So let's say, so the cost to maintain that building over there is $4,500 per unit per year, because you're paying for the water, you're paying for the sewage, you're paying for the trash, the landscaping, the maintenance, the hot water heat, the heat, the maintenance, the turnover, blah, 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 blah. The list goes on and on and on and on and on. Now I can sit down and break it down, but you guys probably don't want to see that. Just got to trust me. I've done over 4,000 units. I know what it costs to run that building. So 4,500 times 57 is $256,500. So I got to take that off of the $135,432. So that building's losing $121,000 a year, or a little over $10,000 a month. Who wants to buy it? How do you value that building? When we buy buildings like that, we come in, we do what's called pro forma. We don't worry about where it's at right now. Most people buy cash flow. We actually buy the physical asset because we know exactly what we can do to that. Much like a jeweler maybe buying a bar gold. He's not worried about paying $2,000 an ounce because he's gonna turn that ounce into a watch and he'll sell a watch off for 20 grand, whatever. Once you guys get this and you understand it, this is where the money is. So we paid $23,000 a unit and we gotta put $10,000 a unit in that building. That's a total of $33,000. So we got $33,000 times 57 units. That's $1.881 million. We're already losing money. And on top of that, we got to put another $570,000 in it. And we got to get a loan. We're going to be burning through money. So we have to turn this stuff around quick, fast, and in a hurry. How do we figure out what it's going to be worth? We do our comps. We know what it costs to operate. We know that we can get them rents to $795 a month. We know that we have a shortage of workforce housing, which this is considered workforce housing in Cincinnati. So we know that nobody can build for the cost that we're buying these for, not even close. So we are in a good, safe position. Equilibrium's up here. Cost to build that unit's $180,000. We're buying them down here for $23,000, putting $10,000 in. We are way below this. So our risk out here, we are insulated from risk. We're not worried about if the economy collapses, blah, 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 because we are in such demand that we're gonna be in good shape. So if you wanna know more, click on the next video and we're gonna show you even more about real estate, from construction to analyzing, and how I've been able to buy hundreds of millions of dollars worth of property as a buyer. And I wanna show you how to do it too.